Okay, I'm gonna cut to the chase immediately with this one, so I started just the time. Let me get NR up and open. I guess it's gonna crash again. Thank God we just started, so nothing too major, but it's still kind of annoying that the damn game's gonna crash every 5 seconds. Alright, so everything is situated. I did make the audio a little louder than last time. I kind of realized the audio was kind of quiet, so I changed it. And now is the game gonna launch it? Okay, girl. Alright, I'll explain why the Pepsi logo's up there randomly in a second. It'll make sense. That's why. That's cool. In my actual screen, you can't really see the Pepsi logo. It's just nothing. But on this one, you can actually see the Pepsi logo. That's how it'll be in the actual. Let me move this real quick, though. No, not that. Heck no. No, I want to move the Pepsi logo. Okay. Move this to the. Move this to the side a little bit. I think the game's okay, right? Yeah, it's actually looks better like that. Okay, we're ready. The cursor up here. Okay. Welcome to Pepsi Showdown practice. This is in the 2005 Daytona. I tried to do another cloudy one, but obviously the game had other plans, so scratch it off. So we got someone out there. That's the 17 and no clue. I need to get a list of everybody. I'm looking at my iPad because I know if I, God forbid, touch that other one, it's going to be ridiculous. Find Google Sheets here, Google Charts. No, it's Google Sheets. Google Charts. Jesus. So we got the 18 of Ryan Wilson, as that's not Stapleton. Nathan Orman, I should say. A lot of Nathans in this. There's Trey Smith, Lipsy, Raffy Burnett. And it says the grass here. Yeah, you got 2 drivers getting on the grass there. Let me open up the Google sheet of all the drivers because I need to do that. Because I want that. There we go. Yeah, we got everyone. Okay. 49 Hernandez. There's a 29 of Jason Albert. Nathan Barron in the 16. Jordan Stown the 01. There's the 4 of Jamie Stanworth Jr. 5 of Caleb Rose. The 10 of Ross McMarola, just like in the GSS. Xavier Brown in the 12. We also got here, that's the 21 of Roberto Crown. The 48 of Random. The 25 of that's Stapleton there. 200 cars there. Braden Carruthers in the 9. Sam Rail's going to get out pit road, followed by Richard Herman in the 88 of Hamilton. See Brendan Bill in the 20. The 44 of Owen Miles. Brad Ream in the 86. The 1 of Ludwom. Yeah, I think it sounds a little better than the last time. It's still kind of quiet, but I guess when everyone starts to get into packs, hopefully it'll sound more louder. Oh, again, if I, God forbid, touch it. Okay, what if I pause it? What if I pause it and then touch it? Make it a little bit louder. Will it be okay? Yeah, it's fine. There we go. So we're all okay. So not Bradley Ream. Lipsy the fastest. I need to get transfers to different series. Lipsy currently foul. Now I should say that the 8-car Burnett the fastest, followed by Lipsy, 24 of David Orman, and okay, everyone's just trying to get a laps in. Albert now on top of the board as everyone else continues to go down the line. Pretty much everyone, except for really like a handful of drivers. You saw the 25 and 48 work together. You'll see the 5, 19, and 88 all in a single file formation here. If this race will be having 24 cars, it's definitely gonna be a lot harder to get into a pack for this as opposed to Firecracker. Twelve car of Xavier Brown not the fastest. He's behind the 6 of Lipsy. Until Burnett goes back on top of the board. And he joins the 200 cars. See also another DI car of Hoodlum in front of the 8. His father Hernandez not too far behind. Jason Albert side by side with the 7 with Clifton. Nathan Baird, Stanworth Jr. once again. Another 200, the other 200 cars, the 44 and 24. We have what? Oh, yeah, 500 cars. We have the 5, 24, 25, 48, 44. So quite a number of 100 cars here in this field. 44 is Owen Miles, by the way, as well. Trey Smith all by himself still in that 2. He's one of the first drivers out. Hopefully can possibly get picked up by his fellow Penske teammate in the 12 of Xavier Brown. I still need to memorize these names. It's been a while. That's the thing about Pepsi Showdown and this other race. You say someone's in this number, but they're not. Looks like in this group down the back area is going to be in a single file formation here. So currently the least fastest drivers is the 9 of Braden Carruthers, the 18 of Ryan Wilson, the 10 of Ross Marola, 2 of Trey Smith, and the 1 car of Hoodlum. Meanwhile, God damn it. Lipsy is currently the fastest, followed by the 12 of Xavier Brown, the 20 of Brendan Beal, A6 of Brad Ream, rounding off the rest of your top 5. Less than 24 minutes remaining here in this firecracker practice, Pepsi Showdown practice. God, this is gonna take a little bit. It's gonna be fun recording this race, sure. Seems like this group of cars here, led by Trey Smith and Xavier Brown, the 2 Penske cars, seem to be the biggest pack, biggest pack of them all. But I don't know if it's not really producing at the top. But so far, it's not really producing, in the timing area right now. As Burnett takes back the leader, as Burnett goes back on top of the 8 car, followed by the 25 of Stapleton and the 6 of Lipsy. There's another group here. These are mostly Chevy. Yeah, these are all Chevys here. 2 of them being Hendrick drivers, of course. Let's go on board with someone. Let's go on board with the 8 car. Fast. And you're going about the same speed as the golf cars, but I think these guys are going to speed a lot faster than the golf cars because, of course, use the Cup mod, Cup physics, as opposed to GNS. Oh, Bradley Riemann, Mark Hamilton made contact there on pit road. Looks like Bradley's going to get that repaired. I don't think it's going to do too much damage to the 88 or the 86, but that's definitely something there. As Hamilton's going to come out of pit road. Burnett still the fastest in the 8th, and 19 of Richard Herman up to second in the board, followed by Nathan Stapleton in the 25. As you see, both the 5 and 88 come out back on track. Thankfully, on Wyke in the previous practice session, they did a decent job of coming out of pit road. They're actually side by side coming out of pit road. Surprised that did not cause any wreck. Look at the rest of the leaderboard here. Hernandez currently, Hoodwum, so the slowest, followed by the 21 and the 4. And the top 3 all still remaining the same. There's a 21 of Roberto Crown all by himself. See Random Jake getting a pit stop there in the 48. Bradley's still on pit road at 86. Of course, he did make contact. Now he's getting off pit road now. Guess he did repair that damage from the 88 car. Looks like he won't have to go to a backup car, but definitely very scary there for the 86. Going for the cockpit view. That was Trey Smith in the 12 we went on board with there. No, that was, I can't, it was Xavier Brown in the 12 we went on board with there. Trey Smith is in front of, again, Trey Smith is his fellow teammate there. I'm still trying to get used to all the names and these numbers. Jesus Christ. Here's another sort of single file packer for Albert pulls the inside of Hernandez. 17 of Clifton still out. I guess not Clifton out front. I don't know if he was out front for a long time, but he's out front there. The 48 of Random now coming out. Braden Carruthers all by himself. And it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this will. Like I kind of mentioned in the other practice session, it's gonna be interesting to see how this will translate over to the main race because everyone's running mostly single file, like behind one another, because we have like about half the cars in this compared to the other Firecracker. Of course, in the main race, everyone's probably going to go 2 to 3 wide. And it's going to be interesting to see if it will constitute in any big wrecks or not. 44 of Owen Miles now up to 3rd in the board. The 19 and 8 are still 1-2. There's a kind of sort of big pack here as the two Penske cars and the 9 car, the 6 car Ellipse, I should say, joining the 88, 5, and 25. "16 minutes remaining here in this practice session. This is going by a lot faster than the other one because the game doesn't crash every 5 seconds, thankfully. You see now Trey Smith coming down pit road. Alongside the 17 and 18 of Ryan Wilson coming out now. Brown still all by himself in the 31. As here's the 44. Quickly coming up to the 21. Who's got a new fastest driver, and it's the 6 Ellipse. Seems like the 2 fastest right now seems to be switching back and forth between Ellipse and Burnett. Definitely two drivers to watch here on Saturday night. As you see both the 6 and 12, and you see both Lipsy and Xavier come down pit road. Finally got that those two names right. Of course, Firecracker. So recap of what else is to come for Firecracker Week. Of course, we just wrapped up Firecracker 400 practice. This is the Pepsi Showdown practice session. As we're about halfway done through that. Tomorrow, of course, it will be qualifying for the Firecracker 400 single car qualifying. Saturday night will be the Pepsi Showdown. And then Monday on the 4th of July, of course, will be the Firecracker 400s. Oh, Johnny Hernandez and Albert made contact on pit road there. It's the second time we've seen drivers make contact on pit road with one another. We're going to see if any of those drivers will come down go to a backup car. Obviously, they're both down pit road, but both of them looks like they seem to be doing just tire changes here. Once again, no serious damage. Looks like there's going to be no serious damage on either car. Honestly, I thought drivers merging in back onto the track would be a factor in this, like the last practice session, but no. Looks like pit road seems to be pretty treacherous here at Daytona. And you see, oh, Clifton slowing down for his Rouse teammate of Baird. Those two nearly hit. Nathan Orban coming back on track, followed by Trey Smith in the 2. We got more cars down pit road. Owen Miles, Hoodwolm, and Jordan Stout. Alongside Stanworth Jr. His road only group here is pretty much almost over half these drivers down pit road. CPO now coming out of pit road. Brian Wilson, Braden Carruthers behind one another. The 2 of Trace of Smith closing in. Interesting to see who's going to be the fastest driver once the second half really starts to get going here and everyone starts to get off pit road. We're on board the 48 of random here. Currently 10 fastest on the grid. Fast the 48's going about 188 by itself. About 188 sort of by herself. Hernandez coming back on the track. So we got we got more cars there. See Owen Miles getting on the grass in front of Nathan Baird. Surprised that probably a dirty rim showdown with the 16. As these group of drivers here led by the 6 of Lipsy. We're going to pick up the 25 here. As we're getting the single file formation down the back straightaway. As Hamilton's going to be side by side with Lipsy into turn number 3, as he'll be the one that's going to pick up the 25 to join this main group, to join this pack. There's someone else got in the dirt coming up that time by, I believe, Hoodwolm in the 1. You can just see how different Daytona was in 2005. Yeah, that was big. Had the old sprint tower, and have the grandstands nearly as big. Definitely bigger than were in 1998 during last year's Pepsi Showdown. And also, of course, I don't know if we're going to see it here, but the backstretch grandstand as well, and the tower. It's on there. definitely during the glory ages of NASCAR and everything. Kind of cool. We do get to do these sort of throwback style races every so often. Well, I guess every year, I guess. Hold'em still does. You can see Hold'em's time there. Geez, that is. I guess there's. You can see Hold'em's time is extremely slow in the 1. I mean, 47.1 compared to everyone else being at least in the 46 range. That's pretty insane. Definitely pretty insane. So far the 1 car not looking hot here in the Pepsi Showdown. We'll see as he gets picked up by his affiliate teammate of Albert if that will change here. Last time it was 48.6. Jeez. Definitely. I have no idea what's going on in that one team, but something is definitely not right. But of course, that's going to leave. But of course, that opens the door for that team to make any adjustments before Saturday night. And it's definitely going to be something they will have to do at this current rate. Meanwhile, Lipsy's still the fastest in the 6 as we got more drivers. As we're going to probably more drivers here. Yeah, Hold'em was behind Albert, but now he's going to simply slow down Lipsy's lap time here. There was something wrong with that 1. I don't know what's going on with that. But I guess they got to make some sort of adjustment. Well, like I said, an adjustment for that team's going to be inevitable at the current rate they are right now. Even when they're in that main group, it was still barely above the 47 range. That is not good. So through our briefly with Hernandez on the outside of Orman. Ream on the inside of the 86, helping Brown out to the front of this group. As this top 3 continues to remain the same. It's been pretty much the top 3 has been the same for quite some time. Lipsy still out front, followed by Burnett and the 19 of Herman. As it looks like Randenfeld set the top 10 and the 48 down to 12th. Trey Smith and fought. Meanwhile, his fellow 100 teammate of Rose in 5th. The 2 of Smith in 8 and 9. Oh, the 2. As I say that the 5 car is going to fall outside the top 10 down to 11th. The 2 of Trey Smith in 10th. The 88 of Hamilton in 9th. 25. The 25 of Stapleton currently in 8th. McRoll in 7th. Brown in 6th. Miles in 5th. As the 19 still remains in 4th. As, oh, we got a new second fastest driver. Jordan is down to 01. The U.S. Army car definitely fitting here on this 4th of July weekend. And he goes way up on the outside into 01 in the turn 24 that time by, but currently the second fastest with a time of 45.63. Got more dirt flying onto the track as Stanworth comes back onto the track. Orman down pit road once again, the 24. Oh, and Miles also down pit road. Alongside his Hendrick teammate. Oh, 3 of the Hendrick cars all down pit road as we see Caleb Rose down pit road in the 5. Hamilton coming out of pit road on the 88 car. Hernandez also all by himself. I'm going to come back to that sort of big pack here. As, oh, Stout and Lipsy in the wall off of turn number 4. I don't know what happened there. I guess they're trying to give room for the 25 and 21 to come down pit road, but that's still see if they're going to have to go to a backup car. Hopefully not. Throwing the wall for too long there. Just look at the sides of the car here. Not too much damage, but still definitely something the team will have to look at before Saturday night. It's probably bored of someone that's seeing a lot of cars down pit road. See if we can get someone in this pack. In the pack. We're going to the second fastest driver in the Army car. Stout. 5 minutes, approximately 5.5 minutes remaining here in the Pepsi Showdown practice at Daytona. The 6 of Lipsy still the fastest, followed by Jordanstown, the 01, and the 8 of Matthew Burnett. 44 miles in the top, other drivers in the top 5. The 19 of Richard Herman in 4th, and 44 by 1 miles running off the rest of the top 5. Yeah, apologizing for kind of struggling these names. It's kind of, I'm so used to where everyone is in the GSS, and this one-off race kind of goes a curveball at me. I remember last year's Pepsi Showdown also kind of struggled with the names a bit too. Stop pushing space. The 25 merging back onto the track, slowing down, Jordan is out significantly there. Definitely not like, definitely similar to what happened during the last session with Radley Ream and Richard Herman. You know, that happened off going into turn number 1, or going into turn number 2, I should say. So merging definitely still a problem here at Daytona. But this race being, what, 20, but this race being a relatively short race, I don't know if that's going to be really an issue of cars merging back and forth onto the track. As in last year's showdown, we had one pit stop under caution, one pit cycle under caution. See Brittany Carruthers trying to join his Dodge teammate behind into turns 3. As, of course, Rado was the fastest during our last session. And currently he sits in 12th. Wouldn't be too bad for GSS standards, but this one being 24 cars, it's sort of mediocre. So far, pretty mediocre. So far, looking mediocre for that 9 car, Beverham. There's another group here, 3 of them being Hendrick cars. Actually, 2 of them, I should say, are Hendrick cars. Apologies. 2 of them were Fords. No, but Penske was still a Dodge. 1 of them being a Ford, 2 of them being a Dodge, and 1 of them being a Dodge, and 2 Hendrick cars. There, that's better. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk today. Besides the point. We end up currently out front of this group, followed by the 16 of Baird. And Smith and Rose are tucking behind. There's another group here, most of them being Chevy, with the exception of Lipsy, of course. Brian Wilson still down for on the 18. He's been up for quite some time now. Jason Albert all by himself. And of course, remember last year's Pepsi Showdown, Albert lost by 2 1,000ths of a second. Currently tied for the closest finish in channel history. Yeah, that's currently tied for the closest channel finish in history. Of course, also joining this year's Armory Digital race for the Summer Series. Definitely going to be interesting to see if we're going to have another close finish here in this year's Pepsi Showdown. Trey Smith down for Ryan Wilson. Fonda coming out pit road. He gets in the grass there a little bit. But to come down to less than 2 minutes here in the Pepsi Showdown practice. 6 of Lips, she's still out front, still the fastest. Definitely kind of surprised no one else has topped them. As you know, of course, in the last session, we had a lot of comers and goers up in the top of the leaderboard. With this having 24 significantly less cars compared to that, obviously it's going to be probably different, you know, and whatnot. It'll be a lot harder, I should say, to get a very fast lap. See Albert and also the 01, see Albert, Stout, and Lipsy all coming up there presumably for the final time here. Turbo to 21 here. See how slow Hoodlum continues to be in that one. And I don't know what's going on with that team, but definitely need to make an adjustment for Saturday night's race, as I mentioned. Looks like with basically nobody being in a pack, it looks like Lipsy probably will be the fastest here in Pepsi Showdown practice, as he's currently on pit road. The final 10 seconds of this practice session. Good thing it went a lot smoother than last time, but honestly kind of more boring than Firecrackers. So there we go. Pepsi Showdown practice complete. And Lipsy and Roush Racing are your fastest here at Daytona. Jordan Stout behind him in second in the 01, followed by Max Burnett in third. The 19 of Richard Herman in fourth. And Owen Miles, only Stout wasn't Chevy. Owen Miles, only Hendrick car in this top five. Rounds off the rest of the top five. The 12 of Xavier Brown in sixth. The 10 of Ross McRoll in seventh. The 25 of Nathan Stapleton in eighth. 88 of Mark Hamilton in ninth. And the 2 of Trey Smith rounds off the rest of the top 10 here in Pepsi Showdown practice. Of course, the full results for both practice sessions will be posted hopefully for the next hour or so. But thank you all for watching once again.